hottest freestyles to interviews with the biggest artists in the world. It's Just Incredible and DJ Sourmilk, the LA Leakers, live from Los Angeles.
Yo, Dreezy's here. Her new album literally came out an hour ago. It's called HITGIRL, fully produced by Hit Boy.
Yep.
I mean, talk to us about this project. This is an amazing combination between you two.
Yeah, this is Hit Boy's first collaboration with a female, so I'm proud to be the one that he wanted to do it with. So I felt like it ain't no better way to name the project than to name it HITGIRL. So that was the concept of it. And then when I thought of HITGIRL, I started thinking, like, how can I bring HITGIRL to life? I started thinking of a hitman, like an assassin, just like a badass, like Marvel kind of character. And I wanted to bring that out in the video. So when you look at They Not Ready, it's like Hit Boy creating like HITGIRL. And
how did you guys first connect, you and Hit?
I met Hit Boy a long time ago from my boy Dash. Shout out to Dash. In the scope, we just used to kick it, and I used to go over his career. He used to have like lit little parties, like intimate parties, and so we built a relationship like that. I always watched him, and I think he saw how my work ethic was. And when I got my new management, they was just telling me like, you're not like a fly by night artist. Like you need a real project, like so we could put you on tour. We feel like you need a body of work. And they had me pick a producer, and I was like, I'm finna pick Hit Boy. Just see what he say. And he was the first one that's like, let's do it now. So
yeah. Had you ever like worked with him before, even just writing for somebody or anything like that? This is our first time.
Damn. Yeah. Chemistry.
So
crazy.
It's a real experimental project too. So y'all gonna hear some songs where it's like totally like Hit Boy vibe, totally my vibe, and then a mesh of both worlds. So it's really a collaborative project.
It's dope. You've been putting in work for a lot of years. This ain't an overnight thing
at all.
Talk to the people. Yeah, facts.
we
go back a few years now, and just watching the consistency and the growth, and we talk a little bit more about the freestyle in a minute, but just watching you do your thing with a front row seat like this is really, really special. Talk to the people a little bit about that grind, because people gonna think that this is, you make it look easy, but this shit ain't easy.
Nah, it's not easy at all. I think what's keeping me going is my passion just for writing.
Yeah.
I've been doing music since I was a little girl, before I even knew about the word clout. Never knew what clout meant. I just was naturally in my mama crib writing. I would go after school. Like I always told people, like my mama never was strict. She never let me stay after school for nothing. So I used to try to join every extracurricular activity after school so I could be like, Mom, I can't go home. I got a poetry club, or I got jazz band, and I really was like in a jazz band. I really learned how to play instruments. Wow. I really learned how to write rap in poetry club. And it just all started coming together as I got older. It's like a real passion for me.
What did she say once she started seeing you put all those things to use and really make a career out of it?
At first, she was mad. I'm going to talk about that on my next album, too. But at first, she was mad. It's like I was such a smart student. I was in AP honors classes, like advanced classes for everything. So they just knew I was going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something.
Right.
And I tricked them, too. I went to college for like a whole month. They was proud. And I dropped out. I'm like, I'm coming back home. She was so mad. She was like, you got to get a job. If you come back to this house, you got to get a job. So I was working at the Pancake House for like a couple months. Then when people started recognizing me in there, I quit. She was like, if you ain't got no job, you got to go. I dipped.
Damn.
I moved in with my first boyfriend at the time, and he did music, and we was going crazy. Then ever since then, I was just thugging it. I don't know. I moved to LA by myself. I don't know. Wow. And then after a while, she wanted to be on board. She saw what it was doing when I first invited her out to, because Trey Songz was the first person to bring me out at Big Jam in Chicago. So I gave my mama a free ticket. I'm like, come watch me perform.
Watch me
After
do
she
this.
seen that, it was never the same. My mama was like, when your next concert? I'm coming.
Your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Hard.
Sometimes parents are the hardest ones to convince. They got their dream for their little baby, and I mean, we can relate a little bit.
It's hard, especially when you pick something like rap. She's probably like, wait, you want to rap for a living?
You want to do what?
Yeah.
And
it's like, I don't know what I'd do if my daughter, well, now, me being who I am, if my daughter came to me and told me she ran, I'm putting her straight in the studio.
Right.
But I could picture from Chicago, like I'm the first My daddy got me my passport at 16. I feel like I'm the first one out of my family to like really move out and really like just go after my, like risk it all. You know what I'm saying? So I think I kind of motivate them a little bit to see like now they looking at it like, dang, we never thought about you getting a record deal, but now it's like the sky the limit. So
Come on.
my little sister want to be a model, so I'm trying to help her get into that.
That's right.
That's hard.
I'm hearing dedication. I'm hearing persistence. You're driven. What's 3 words you would use to describe Dreezy?
Real, passionate, blunt.
Straight.
We need that.
I want to add one more word that I really saw when we was doing the freestyle, and that's competitive. Where did this competitive nature come?
My pops.
Okay, pops.
My pops is so competitive. Like, he the type of you walking down the stairs trying to get some water, he gonna try to walk faster than you. Like,
one of those.
He's very competitive. To this day, he run a marathon every year. Like, he just runs. He just like to compete. If I go home, we get on the pool table, he want to beat me in pool. Like he do everything. Like, I love my dad.
You said, come on, pops. You ain't tried to rap yet, has he?
Nah, he ain't tried to rap. He know if he get in that booth, it's over with for him.
Don't get in that ring with
That's
her.
the one thing he can't see me in. But after he see this interview, he gonna book a session. And try to,
right.
He that type.
I'm about to hear that diss record. Watch. Pop's coming out with a diss record.
For real.
No doubt.
Yo, so talk to us about this album. Hit Girl is out. You got features from Future. You got Jeremih. You got Coi Leray.
Yeah.
The list goes on. How did you go about picking the features, and who all had a hand in that?
Well, Hit Boy put together the Jeremih record. Even though that's my brother. Like we done went platinum together. We got like plaques together. So that was like a no-brainer. I reached out to Coi Leray because I wanted a female rapper on this project, but like I wanted somebody that fit Hit Girl. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a little edge, maybe like a little tomboy about them. That you know what I'm saying, so we could get on the same level. And I was liking how her video with Pooh Shiesty, like she was doing like the kick ass stuff thing. I was like, oh, she'll be perfect for Hit Girl, even when we do the video. And I like Coi. Another reason why I picked Coi, just on some real shit. I see how much drive she got with her own stuff. Like, regardless of how big the name is or whatnot, I feel like I wanted somebody that I feel like was going to genuinely be a part of it. And she has. Like, we've been kicking it all week. She like, no, you need to do this. You need to post this. Da-da-da. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad, like, we on the same page.
That's dope.
Future, he DM'd me and asked me to come to the studio to work with one of his other artists. And when I got there, I had already called Hit Boy on the way there, like, hey, I need some beats. I don't know what I'm finna do, but just send me some beats just in case because I knew this was my next project. So Hit Boy sent me like 4 beats. I got there, Future asked me to do a song for his artist. I did, knocked it out real quick. Then he was like, man, I wish I had some beats.
Like, oh, it's funny you say that.
Yeah, ta-da.
Pulled out he hopped on the first beat I played, and he was like,
crazy.
Bro, it's funny. We actually did a record with Future like some years ago, and it was the same thing. First record we played, he was like, all right, load it up. Got right in there and just started freestyling.
He crazy like that.
That shit don't make no sense.
Work ethic crazy.
And I
so
love
talented.
watching. I love being in the studio watching like the process like that because it make me get more. Because I'm such a writer. Like I said, I started off with poetry. I never thought about being a rapper.
Right.
So like when I be in a corner writing, like a lot of the guys like thugging, I'll be like, Dreez, if you don't get in that damn booth, like I be like, all right. So like it just keep you. It's competitive. Like once you get good at what you do, it's like now who the fastest at being the best. Like that's the next thing. So
right.
It's motivating.
That's dope, man. That's
so
really dope.
over on the freestyle that we just did, which you bodied, can't wait for the people to see that.
Thank you.
You chose the beat Click, which is produced by Hit Boy.
Yeah.
Curious to know why you decided to pick that beat for the freestyle.
Yeah, I feel like, it was so many beats that I wanted to do, but I feel like for this project, with it being called Hit Girl and it's completely, I wanted to like really just give Hit Boy his flowers, like, and really come on here and pick my favorite Hit Boy beat and let y'all know, like, this is a real collaborative project. Like, it's not just, we just doing beats together.
He didn't just send over a pack. Y'all
really,
like,
we was in the studio every day together.
Man.
I was flying. At first, I lived in Atlanta when we first started.
Okay.
So when he first told me to come, I flew to LA just to get in the studio. We did like 5 songs, flew back. Then I flew again, did like 5 more songs, flew back. Then I moved to LA. and then we just finished it off. So we was
Y'all was
working
in.
together.
Y'all
We
was
serious.
getting to it.
What's it like watching his process? You know, watching him make records and produce records. Like you're literally in there, you know, with a front row seat to it.
Man, he do it so easy. It's like I'm just watching him. You just listening to the sounds, and I'm just trying to keep up with him because, like I said, like I could go in a corner and start writing and overthink it, but like just seeing him make it on the spot. Even him, he don't got his mic in the booth. He got it outside the booth, so you out in the open in front of everybody. It's almost like you rapping, but you putting on the show at the same time, you know. So like, I just tried to feel it and just tried to come up. Like this might be the fastest project I ever made in my life.
Crazy.
Because I just didn't want to overthink, and I was trying to keep up with him. He was making the beats fast. So like by the time he was done with the beat, I at least try to have some bars that I could go rap as soon as he loaded up, you know? So it was, I was watching him, but I was just trying to keep up at the same time.
I'm sure that helps too, not overthinking it. Because when you overthink it, you're probably, you know what, let's scratch this. Let's change this. Let's, you know.
That's me, 100. I would write my verse 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting to that point.
So how long, you said this was the fastest you've recorded a project. Like how long was the process? How long ago did you guys start the recording process for this?
Honestly, we started it like, it's almost going on 2 years, I think. But we did most of it. I had to move when I was in Atlanta. I had to move to LA. I had to get settled in.
As far as actual recording time, it wasn't that.
Tops, like if we just put all the days together, probably 3 months.
Damn, that's crazy.
Tops, like if you count how many days we was in the studio, probably 3 months, maybe even less than that. Shit. Yeah, less than that.
They was
I know
cooking.
the first 2 months,
cooked
because
up.
the first 2 months I was traveling. I know that for a fact. I was traveling back and forth, so I was only in there like 1 week, and then we just finished it off when we could. Like we just had to finish when we can.
That's dope.
Yo, I got a couple questions about the freestyle too. Heard a couple lines in there that I wanted to ask you about. There's a few actually, but one that caught my ear was when you said I went toe to toe with Ye.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn a little bit more about your relationship and even what you were referring to in that bar.
Yeah, I was talking about, it wasn't even a Donda sessions, it was Yandhi. I don't know if y'all remember, he was working on Yandhi.
Sessions.
We was in Chicago, and I flew to Chicago. I remember my boy John Manop, shout out to John Manop. He was like, he just texted me like, you want to meet Ye? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm from Chicago. Like,
Legend,
and that's my brother. He helped me get my first deal and everything.
John or Kanye?
Manop.
Oh, Monopoly, okay.
Yeah. So he told me pull up to the studio. I pulled up to the studio. It was my first time ever meeting Ye. He was rapping on the mic, and he was like, rap. He just gave me the mic. Like, as soon as I came in, like, we ain't even really get to, like, and he was just like, rap. And I'm like, hold on real quick. Like, and I just thought of some bars real quick, and I just started rapping. Like I said, and then he was like, yeah, like feeling it. Then he got the mic back. Then he started rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really had like a real moment in the studio that day. And after that, I remember he was like, I want you to help write on this project. And I stayed. I remember we went to the Waldorf Astoria. He cleared out the whole hotel room. He took the bed out, the dresses out, everything, and brought his studio equipment in. And we just was in there writing, just vibing. My mama made him some soul food and everything.
That's
hard as fuck.
Man, what a story.
The first beat that you were going back and forth with him on, was that something that ended up being used or wasn't it?
No. I did another verse, a whole verse on that project. Probably never going to come out. We just did another song this year on the Game project. He just went in there. He did, I don't know if he finished his verse, but right after I went in, I laid my verse. I love that verse. So maybe if the Game get to finish that song, you'll hear that one.
We get to hear that
That's
one.
the closest it got to it coming out. But Kanye, so I'm not even going to say crazy. He a genius. So it's like, you know, you got to let him have
crazy
his
in a
creative
good way.
process. He might scratch everything and just doing a whole new album. That's what he did with Yandhi. He scratched the whole album.
No, I remember because I feel like Believe What I Say was leaked.
Supposed to be on.
It was supposed to be on Yandhi.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
originally. I feel like that's when he posted that video.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's timing's everything.
That was the night too when we was in a session. He was like, I want to go to Africa and finish the album. We was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I want y'all to get on the jet with me. We're going to Africa. I'm like, I don't even have my passport in Chicago. I'll get it overnighted by tomorrow. Got my passport overnighted. We went all the way to the private jet spot. I remember me and Aunt Clemency, another writer, shout out to Aunt. We was walking to the plane. I was making a video like Nicki Minaj. I'm like, you bitches can't even spell Prague. As soon as we get close to the J, Kanye said, wait, I don't want to go anymore. It feels like I'm going to school. I was like, he turned us all around.
Wow.
And he was like, everybody, let's just go back to the hotel. Let's just keep working. We went back to the hotel with no bed. I slept on the floor that night. I'll never forget.
Yeah. Wow.
That was going to be my first jet ride.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. But I ended up getting on it after that.
Yeah.
But
That's dope.
not with
Those
Ye,
are dope ass stories.
crazy stories, man. Stressful.
Lifetime
Stressful.
opportunities. That's
For real.
a
It's
really
like a
great
roller
stories.
coaster. Like, did we make the album? We didn't make that. We going to Africa? We ain't going to Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
The highs and lows.
And
It
the
was
line
like-
following that was, you immediately from there you went to Dreamville and was rocking with Cole.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that, because I know you made what was the Return of the Dreamers project, right? Talk to us about those sessions and what it was like getting in there with those MCs, man.
Yeah, I had to kill it in the first 48. I was there for like 2 days. And they just got different. They rent out the whole studio and they tell you what each room, like it might be an R&B room right here or a hip hop room right here, and like different rooms, and you just gotta kind of just go in. I went by myself, so I was just going in different rooms, seeing where I caught a vibe at. I had caught that when I did Got Me, I caught a vibe in Ari Lennox's room.
Nice.
My sis that's when we first locked in, and I just did it on the spot. And I remember when I was rapping, Cole was coming in the rooms just watching every now and then, and he came in the room while I was, I think I was writing. I wasn't done with my verse yet, and I was mad because I'm like, dang, I want him to hear me spaz real quick. But I made sure I went in as many rooms as possible, did as many songs. I think I might have did like 4 songs before the camp was over. And I'm like, as long as one song get on this compilation album, I know I did my thing.
Yeah.
They picked 2 songs. They picked one for the project and one for the deluxe. So I was just like, yeah, like, and I got it. I was able to go in there and have a real conversation with him and just see his writing process, hear what he was working on and what he was doing for Dreamville. I just think that was dope what he was doing.
Nah, yeah, that
Yeah.
that whole process, the whole idea behind that, like to do a camp like that
Brilliant.
is crazy.
And I think I was the only girl that was rapping on there.
Yeah, I was trying to think about that too. I mean, I couldn't think of any other.
I know Young Baby Tate is on there though, but I think she was singing.
Okay.
Shout out to Young Baby Tate.
With y'all conversation, did he give you any advice, any encouragement, anything you learned from kicking
One
it?
thing about Cole, I've already had, before that camp, I had already had one-on-one conversations with him on some real stuff. Been in the studio with him because I was at Interscope. So like I met his manager, and his manager just been cool from the start. So like I remember when we was overseas, I had a real one-on-one conversation with Cole, and I got to play him some of my unreleased music. And he specifically told me like he loved Chicken Noodle Soup. That song is out, right? It's already out. But if y'all go listen to that, he was like, you got to put that out. That's crazy. So I put Chicken Noodle Soup out. And yeah, he just always give me advice, telling me stay consistent. Don't try to go for what the internet want me to be or whatever. Like stay real, stay raw. You know what I'm saying? Just he give you real advice.
Yeah, it's a testament to you. MCs like Cole and the Dreamville team, Ye, Game speaks so highly of you. It's just like, it's really just a testament to you, the work you've put in, the consistency.
And I got a J. Cole quote tatted on me.
Do you really?
That's like a fact.
Oh, that's dope.
I used to really listen to J. Cole when I was coming up. Between Cole, Wayne, Ye, Nicki, and Drake, those was like my top
What's that top 5?
influence. Top influence. And I remember I was working at Subway and I was listening to Cole. Cole really inspired me the most. Like when I was at Subway, he really inspired me to quit my job. When he was like, man, these songs that I made in my bedroom and shit, gonna finally give a nigga leg room in the whip. I was literally like picturing myself writing my bars in my room. I was writing in Subway, all of that stuff. So he had said a line like, dream like you never seen obstacles. I went and got that tatted.
Damn. Does he know that you have that tat?
I think I told him when I seen him.
That's hard.
But it ain't even on no like, look at my tattoo.
Yeah,
it was just
yeah,
really
yeah.
like, nah, that meant something.
Inspiration.
I rocked with the quote. It wasn't even
course.
really about him.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
It was just motivating me.
He said something that really connected.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing
Dream
about
like
music.
you've never seen. I still think like that. Dream like you don't see no obstacles. Like
Dream like you don't see no obstacles.
like that.
And people listening to Hit Girl tonight and from here on out, And there's going to be someone out there that's going to get a tattoo of a lyric you said. Believe that. Believe that.
I hope so, man.
Guaranteed. Yeah, really a pleasure to have you on the show. We could talk all night, but we want to let you get to celebrating. Thank you for laying down those bars, and thank you for always being so kind and coming up here and blessing our platform like that.
Yes, Hit Girl out right now.
You know that. You know that. Liftoff Show live. We on Power 106, LA's #1 for hip hop.